When you think of Ferrari, the first image that comes to mind is a low-slung, razor-sharp supercar tearing down an open road. For decades, Ferrari has symbolized speed, elegance, exclusivity, and the spirit of Italian performance. But in 2022, Ferrari surprised the world by stepping into a new territory, the world of SUVs. And that's where the Ferrari Purosangue comes in, a machine that has sparked both controversy and admiration, redefining what a super SUV can be. The Ferrari Purosangue is not just another SUV. Ferrari refuses to even call it an SUV, instead, they describe it as a four-door, four-seater sports car. And when you look closer, you begin to understand why. The Purosangue is unlike any other high-performance SUV in the world. With its $1.5 million price tag in some markets due to exclusivity and limited allocations, it's clear that Ferrari didn't want to build a practical family car. They wanted to create a true Ferrari that just happens to have 4 seats and higher ground clearance. Let's start with the design. The Purosangue looks nothing like your average SUV. It has Ferrari DNA flowing through every curve and crease. The front end is aggressive, with a sculpted hood, sharp LED headlights, and aerodynamic intakes that are both functional and beautiful. The proportions are sleek, almost coupe-like, and Ferrari has gone to great lengths to hide its size. Unlike the bulky stance of many SUVs, the Purosangue appears athletic and tightly packaged. The rear doors are rear-hinged, opening in a coach-style manner, which not only adds a touch of drama but also makes entering and exiting the rear seats much easier. Step inside, and the interior is every bit as luxurious and driver-focused as you would expect from Ferrari. The cabin is wrapped in the finest leather, carbon fiber, and metal accents. Each seat feels sculpted to perfection, and even though this is a 4-seater SUV, Ferrari has not compromised on sportiness. The dashboard features a minimalist yet high-tech design. Instead of a traditional infotainment screen dominating the center, Ferrari has given both the driver and passenger their own digital displays, emphasizing a cockpit feel. The steering wheel is packed with controls, including Ferrari's famous Manettino dial, which lets you switch between different driving modes. This isn't a family SUV filled with screens and buttons to distract you. It's a focused machine built for driving pleasure. Now let's get to the heart of the Purosangue, the engine. Ferrari has equipped this SUV with a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine. That alone makes it special in today's world, where turbocharging and hybrid systems dominate. This V12 produces an astonishing 715 horsepower and 716 Nm of torque. Power is delivered through an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission and an advanced all-wheel drive system. The result? The Purosangue can sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 3.3 seconds, and it can hit a top speed of around 310 km per hour. For an SUV that can seat 4 adults comfortably, these numbers are mind-blowing. In fact, it outperforms many traditional sports cars. But the Purosangue is not just about raw speed. Ferrari has engineered it to deliver handling that feels true to their brand. Thanks to advanced suspension technology, including active dampers and an electronic anti-roll system, the Purosangue can corner with the sharpness of a sports car, despite its higher ride height. It also features rear-wheel steering, improving agility in tight corners and stability at high speeds. Ferrari wanted to ensure that driving the Purosangue feels like driving a Ferrari, not just another SUV with a big engine. And by all accounts, they've succeeded. Of course, the Purosangue also brings a level of practicality never before seen in a Ferrari. It has 4 proper seats, a decent cargo area, and enough comfort features to make long journeys possible. However, don't expect the kind of spaciousness you'd find in a Range Rover or Mercedes GLS. Ferrari isn't chasing maximum practicality here. Instead, they've struck a balance between usability and performance. This is a Ferrari for those who want to enjoy the brand's magic with their family or friends along for the ride. Now, let's talk about exclusivity and price. The Purosangue starts at around $400,000 in most markets, but due to high demand and extremely limited production, prices have skyrocketed on the secondary market. Some buyers are paying upwards of $1.5 million just to secure one. Ferrari has stated that they don't want the Purosangue to make up more than 20% of their annual sales. That means this car will remain rare, ensuring it doesn't dilute the Ferrari image. So even though other manufacturers like Lamborghini, Aston Martin, and Bentley have SUVs in their lineup, the Purosangue remains the rarest and most exclusive of them all. This car also represents an important shift in Ferrari's history. For decades, they resisted the idea of building an SUV. Enzo Ferrari himself would probably have never imagined a Ferrari with 4 doors and a higher ride height. But times have changed, and the market demands versatility. Wealthy buyers want cars that combine supercar performance with everyday usability. Lamborghini proved the formula works with the Urus, and Aston Martin followed with the DBX. Ferrari knew they had to respond, but in their own unique way. The Purosangue is that response, a car that expands Ferrari's reach without compromising its core values. When you think about the competitors, the Purosangue faces some serious machines. The Lamborghini Urus Performante, the Aston Martin DBX 707, the Bentley Bentayga Speed, and even the Rolls-Royce Cullinan Black Badge are all fighting for attention in the luxury performance SUV space. But while those cars are impressive, the Purosangue stands apart because of its engine and heritage. No other SUV offers a naturally aspirated V12, and no other brand carries the same weight of Ferrari's motorsport legacy. That alone makes the Purosangue a special proposition. For the lucky few who own one, the Purosangue is more than just a car. It's a statement. It tells the world that you appreciate Ferrari's racing DNA but also value comfort and practicality. It's about having the best of both worlds, the thrill of a supercar with the usability of a grand tourer. And of course, it's about exclusivity. Driving a Purosangue means you belong to a very small club of people who can experience Ferrari performance in a completely new form. Beyond performance and luxury, there's also the emotional side of the Purosangue. Ferrari cars are not just about numbers. They're about passion, sound, and connection. The roar of that V12 engine is enough to stir your soul, reminding you of Ferrari's legendary past. The way the car responds to your inputs, the way it hugs the road, and the way it makes you feel behind the wheel, all of this creates an experience that no spec sheet can capture. And that's why the Purosangue is more than just another SUV. It's a Ferrari, through and through. In conclusion, the Ferrari Purosangue is a groundbreaking car. It represents a bold step for Ferrari, entering a segment they once avoided, but doing so in their own unique way. With stunning design, breathtaking performance, luxurious comfort, and unmatched exclusivity, the Purosangue is not just a $1.5 million SUV, it's a rolling piece of Ferrari history. It proves that Ferrari can evolve without losing its soul, and it shows that even in the age of practicality, passion still matters. Whether you love it or hate it, the Purosangue is here to stay, and it has forever changed the definition of a super SUV.